Sounds rolling.
You are now tapped in with Through My Eyes with One Eye.
Alright, Willie. Through my eyes with one eye. The world, it was podcast.
Hey, this your boy Ill Will. Make sure y'all tap into the World's iLLEST podcast.
What up, world, and welcome back to the World's iLLEST podcast. Through My Eyes with One Eye Willie. We are back. This is still season 3. We on episode 13. And it's gonna be a little bit different. It's 2023. Man, I got a call from my man Flo. He said, "Hey, man, let's take this podcast thing to the next level." So we linked up. We linked up. We talked about a few things, and now we're here. And today, we linked up with O, man. I don't know if I want to call him O, Chef O, or what. You know what I'm saying?
But
we
gonna
get to
O,
it.
man.
Just
you
call
just
you
call
O?
me O, man. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm more of a foodie than a chef, man. So
Okay.
I love to cook. I love to eat. I love to eat more than I love to cook, so you can call me a foodie. So
That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, on this show, you guys know we always get a little bit of back history, and we're going to take it back a little bit. We're going to get to know O a little bit. He's going to be able to tell us a little bit about himself and how he has got to where he is along on this whole journey. But the other day, I was speaking with O, and I was like, "Hey, man, I was, scrolling through your Facebook page, man, and I seen a family member post like a photo of, a sibling photo with everybody in the picture." And I was like, hold on, man. Hold on. Time out. I was like, I know sisters or whatever. So when I spoke with you, I let you know that I went to school with Tiffany. How's she doing? And also with Adrian. Adrian was older,
definitely.
but
I mean, they're doing great, man. They're doing great. She got 3 kids.
That's what's up.
Married and everything down in North Carolina.
Okay.
She's living great. She's doing great. Everybody, doing great.
That's what's up, man. Me and Tiff, we went to school. We went to Scott Middle School together. Then we went to, I want to say we went to Fort Knox for a little bit, and then North Hard. We both came out 2001. That tell my age or whatever. Now, are you older or younger than Tiffany?
Oh no, we're the youngest.
Okay.
Me and my twin, we're the youngest.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so give us a little bit of background. A lot of individuals who come to this area are not necessarily from this area. We, it's a melting pot for military backgrounds or what for people who have military backgrounds. So where's your family originally from?
Yeah, my pops, he went military, but I was born in Youngstown, Ohio. Me and my twin was born in Youngstown, Ohio. The family everywhere else, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But that's where we from. My dad's from Ohio, my mom's from Pittsburgh, so this is it turned into a Pittsburgh home, you feel me?
Okay.
You feel me? So that's where we from, and then we moved to California, came here to Kentucky in about 97, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So was the moving through military with your father?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
cool. So
definitely.
how many you and your brother, you and your twin brother, y'all are the youngest. How many other siblings do you have?
Oh, so yeah, it's just me, my twin, my older brother, and then 2 older sisters. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, so is your older brother, is he the oldest or
he's the middle.
He's the middle. Okay.
Yep. He's, like I said, it goes me, my twin, my older brother, Tiffany, then Adrian.
Now, growing up with a twin, are y'all fraternal twins or identical twins?
Yeah, fraternal.
Okay.
You can tell the big difference. It's a big difference between me and him.
Okay.
He's a little bit bigger, a little brighter, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, big difference. But we think the same.
Yeah, that's what's up right there. That's what's up right there, man. So you've been on your journey for a minute. You landed here. Now, I came across you during the time, and we finally became acquainted through Flo. Probably about a year ago.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to Flo, most definitely, man. He always been paving the way. He's been paving the way, pushing the culture forward, man. I gotta give him that.
Yeah,
I gotta give him that. He took that leadership role with that. So and I like that. So most definitely shout out to Flo. But Flo has started a book club, and we started reading these books. We would read chapters, and then everybody would link up, and then we would talk about each thing in there. And then that's when I came and found out not only do you cook and are you a foodie, but there's some other things that you into. You're also a personal trainer, and then I want to say you were at one point in time you were doing the car salesman thing too, right?
Nah, I sold it was like sheds
That's
and things
what it
like
was.
that.
Yeah.
I was working for Built Right. But nah, we moved on from there and became a personal trainer at World Fitness Training. Shout out to Coach, you know what I'm saying? That's a good gym right across from Summer Springs if you haven't been. From there, and then got right into the, you know what I'm saying, cooking. You feel me? It was always a passion of mine. And I didn't want to get into it right away. You feel me? But I was sort of pushed into it. So now we here.
Okay, now education plays a role in a lot of different things that we do. We here right now, we got everything set up. Some people go to school to do it. Some people just
straight.
It just come.
I learned.
It just
come hard knock
naturally.
You feel me? Yeah. It was. I was learning from. Now I didn't go to school. Actually, Tiff, she was a chef. She went to the school in New York to become a chef, and I learned a lot from her. Adrian, my mom, of course. My grandma. The whole family can cook. My dad can cook. You feel me? My brothers and everybody can cook. So I'm learning now for everybody.
So you was just like one of those ones who was just in the kitchen early, learning different things, how to put this together.
I was hungry. You feel me?
But I'll never forget my mother told me, she's like, "Hey, come in this kitchen. I'm gonna show you how to cook, cause you may not have no woman later on in your life, so you need to learn how to cook and fend for yourself. You know what I mean? Just in case." So it always came in. That always came in handy for me. Now, back on the education piece, I know you didn't go to school necessarily, culinary arts school to learn how to do things. You kind of picked it up naturally, but let everybody know, when did you graduate from high school, and what type of student were you while you were in school? Were you one of those ones who excelled, or did you do enough just to get by?
My brother was looking at me, man. No, I actually I didn't graduate high school, so to say. I was dismissed from high school, doing some things. There's actually a film coming coming soon about it. Twin is, he's writing it. I didn't graduate, but I did get my GED. And I moved on from then, always working. I was working with my sister a couple of times in Embassy Suites Hotel, cooking. She had her own little, she didn't have her own little restaurant, but it's another restaurant she worked at. She brought me on. Doing prep work and things like that. And, I didn't, I went on from there. I kept working.
Just kept on working, grinding, and just trying to...
Got that little piece of paper, and then I just kept going, you feel me?
Okay. So when after you started taking a liking, which you always, pretty sure you always had a liking for cooking, but when did you decide, hey, you know what, I want to take this a little bit more seriously, and I want to, walk down in this profession and see what I can do with it?
So I love food. That's the first thing, you feel me? I ain't really like necessarily cooking, but I wanted good food. So if I wanted a certain way, I had to learn how to cook it.
Right.
And my talent growing up, I didn't know exactly what my talent was until I knew, a little later on in life, it's, if I like something, I'm going to do it, and I can, do the best at, doing it.
Right.
So I picked up cooking, but wanting to make money out of it was probably during COVID. Probably a little sooner than that. I don't know. You feel me? It was always on my mind.
Okay.
Always on my mind. You feel me? If I can, if I knew how to sell some place, I'd do it.
Now thinking back on while you were growing up, what was one of those meals that was O's go-to meal? I'm hungry, I just came, I'm coming in, from school, or, later on in life when you were out on your own, you coming home from work. What was one of those go-to meals that, not necessarily a go-to meal, a meal that you always, that you like cooking?
Fried chicken.
I'm
not trying to be stereotypical, feel me, but it was fried chicken. My dad used to always make fried chicken. It was always bomb. So
So is
if it was quick and easy.
It's a family. Is it a recipe? It's a particular way that Pops used to whip it up that you took a liking to that made you.
You just put seasoning to it.
Yeah.
And a little bit of love. You feel me? It always did. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was always good. So I mean, that was my go-to. If not, ramen noodles, man. And believe it or not, it was just ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a particular way that you cook your
no,
ramen noodles?
I do. I put a little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic in it. You feel me? A little bit of seasonings as well. Mix out a little bit of secret sauce in there.
Yeah.
Then I make my ramen noodles.
So does it come down to the secret sauce or?
Yeah, most definitely.
You can't give those those secrets away though, right?
No.
Man, that's what it is. Now, also during COVID year, because you just brought up COVID, and that's when you really started getting into you wanted to try to start making money off the cooking and stuff. Now you shot a pilot for a show. Can you let everybody know what the name of that show was and what your direction is with that show? So,
like I said, I'm a foodie first. Before I can chef, I can cook. I'm not a chef. I don't want to insult chefs. I didn't go to school to be a chef. I just can cook, and I know what I like to cook, and I can follow directions. But I'm a foodie first, and so the show, me and a couple of partners, Chris, we made it's called For the Foodies.
Okay.
And basically, we were going around like Louisville and getting a guest chef and some guest foodies as well to try it out. I got the pilot on For the Foodies. If you want to go on the Instagram and whatnot, it's For the Foodies. Pilot's on there, but it's going and trying different foods, mixing it up, having your own flavor. What's your flavor to it? I think we had made the Derby, and Kentucky knows the Derby pie. We made it. I think partner John King.
Shout out John King. I've been knowing him for a minute.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Shout out John. You know what I'm saying? He came on the show and showed his ass. You feel me? Excuse me, I don't mean to cuss.
Yeah, you smooth. You good.
But he made his own rendition to it. You feel me? And that was the name of the show. For the Foodies.
For the Foodies.
We wanted to go and try your version of a meal from your hometown.
So at one point in time, we were kind of, me and my wife, we were kind of doing something like that too, where we weren't cooking, but we were just going around. We wanted to create this a page where we went to different restaurants, different places, and we tried the food, and then we gave that rating over the food, or so on and so forth. Because I'm like you, I'm a foodie too. I like going to these different restaurants and checking out these new places, and seeing what they are, and just giving a review over the food. So, and that was going to be called I'd Rather Be Eating. You know what I'm saying? When we just go around and we taste the different things and so on and so forth. But we never really stuck to the plan. We did go out, I think, to the Eagle. You ever heard of the Eagle up in Louisville?
No.
It's like a fried chicken. I ain't gonna say just fried chicken, but it's like a chicken spot, I want to say. Okay. Up in Louisville, and they got, it was cool, but we never really, went all the way full fledged with it. But definitely like that idea, and I did catch the show. So what's the status of For the Foodies? Are you gonna continue pushing that?
Almost definitely. We just had to go back to the drawing board, and get other responsibilities in order first. Okay. Before we go back out, but it's definitely we're definitely gonna continue. Also, we rearranged the show a little bit. We put it out there. I mean, that was the main thing, but just put it out there, right, and see what we got. And then go back to the drawing board and take a piece here, leave a piece there. You feel me? So it's coming back out here soon, definitely.
Okay. Now, my degree is in television production. So outside of that, I've worked on a couple of reality TV shows. So at one point in time, I'm pretty sure, have you heard of Top Chef? Yeah. So Top Chef, they came to Louisville. It was season 16. And I was able to be on set and see how that was shot and how everything goes with that show. Has going on a show like that and being in that type of environment where you're able to compete, have you ever been interested or thought about doing something like that?
No.
No.
I mean, really, just right now. Okay. You feel me? Me coming on camera, being on Flows Live. I'm out of my comfort zone. Right. You feel me? But I wanted to be out of my comfort zone. That's what I wanted to do because I wanted to grow.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I wanted to. I thought about it a few times, but it wasn't a thought of I'm gonna try to push it. You feel me? But so I'm getting out of my comfort zone now.
Okay.
You
So
feel
it
me?
might be something you think it may be something that you would look to in the future.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Like I said, that was part of the show, and that was gonna be part of the show as well. I was initially gonna be on the show.
Okay.
But I was taking the producer role.
Okay.
And be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And coming up with the ideas and everything. I'm still going to do that, but again, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and you know what I'm saying, put my face out there, and because I'm starting to put my food out there as well. Again, I'm starting a. I'm not starting. We've already started. Me and my partner started a meal prep kitchen.
Okay.
So that's starting to really take off.
Now, does that? So what I would think that the meal prep kind of goes hand in hand with your personal training,
Right.
so you get a lot of clients from
Right.
that too, right?
Definitely.
Dope. I seen some things that you had on there. I think I was like some lamb chops and some asparagus.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got lamb chops, steak, salmon. You feel me? All types of good foods. Not just that bland type of food that you can see from most meal prep companies. It's seasoned.
Okay.
It's
flavor
flavored.
to it.
I mean, it's all in there. You feel me? And it's sometimes it's for a good price. So sometimes your lamb chops, you're not gonna but but it's still good. It's still great. And, you know what I'm saying? You can always go. Like I said, all the information's at the gym. At World Fitness Training. Like I said, on Wilson Road.
Okay.
You get all the information there, and we'll get you together.
Okay. Now I don't know the gentleman's name, but the Super Chefs up in Louisville. Now he did do a couple of shows. Have you ever been out? And I think he won on one of those cooking shows from off of the cooking channel. Have you ever been out there to try one of his restaurants?
I sure did. The Dripping Crab. I actually met him too.
Okay.
At one point in time, I wanted to get him on the show. I mean, at one point in time, I still do.
Yeah.
Want to get him on the show. You feel me? But yeah, I've been out to Dripping Crab. It was great. I love the food.
Okay. And I guess that's the reason why I asked that question about would you be interested in that show? Because there is a show that they have out that's on there that's like, I don't know the name of it, but it's kind of like you determine whether or not this person is a real chef or just somebody who could cook.
Yeah. So I'm somebody who can cook. You feel me? So I might need time in the kitchen. I like to put on my music. I like to groove a little bit. I might take a break and come back. I saw them shows. They got a time limit.
Yeah.
And
sometimes I see. What you're
you
saying.
So I haven't really. I can get under pressure. But I don't know if I can get under pressure under people looking.
Well, really, it's gonna be like this. We're gonna have the camera set up, and it's just
yeah. It's like I said, I'm coming out of my comfort zone a little bit. Here and there, we coming.
Got you. Now tonight we are here, and you are actually going to prepare a quick little meal.
Yes, sir. I mean, got you here, so we might as well make you, get you something to eat.
So what's on the menu for the night? Can you tell us about the meal? How you prep it? So on and so forth. Let us know what was going to whip up in the kitchen.
Another quick, easy meal. I don't know if you ever, those of viewing this have viewed Flows Live. We've been on it a couple times already. And I like to cook quick, easy meals.
Okay.
But really good meals. And so tonight we're making Tuscan chicken pasta.
Okay. Now you brought that up, and I want to get to that before you jump over here and you start cooking. You and Flo have been doing your thing, and you've been going live, and that's called Cooking with O.
Right.
Now, what was the first time that you all went live? Was that the meal that you did for like MLK Day, or was that something different?
What was that? What did we make? Steak.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did the steak that day. You did the steak. Okay. What was that like? Now when you did that, what was the response like? What did people think? What people on the live, they watching.
I think a couple of them said they knew I can cook a steak. You feel me? And I was cooking it the right way.
Okay.
I'm a big steak lover. You feel me? So I've got practice. I remember stories back when I was a kid. My mom, we couldn't always get steak, but when we did, she'd make it well done, and we'd be at the kitchen table chewing for like 20 minutes on steak. You feel me? So I know how I like it. So I've had to practice and practice and practice. We finally got it right, and Flo loved it. I mean, to say his son, I mean, he loved it, and he said he's a real picky eater.
How you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
It depends on the type of steak. I can eat a filet mignon rare, just sear it on top, just sear it right.
Now you did the other meal where you had the ribs, the black eyed peas going. I know it was like the MLK, MLK thing. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, someone came up with it. He did the research and said MLK's favorite foods were ribs, black eyed peas, and cornbread. And it just so happens we love ribs and black eyed peas and cornbread. So we figured that. I mean, I don't always eat ribs, but figured on his birthday we go ahead and make it. We put it together and then showcase it on online.
And then last week it was the grilled cheese and tomatoes.
It was no irregular, no regular grilled cheese.
Well, explain what type of grilled cheese that was, because that was fire.
Yeah. This
I'm a grilled cheese type of nigga.
I like to go online all the time and look at recipes. When I found this recipe, I was like, man, it's got to be fire. And so we made it. So I mean, it's on a little bit of cream cheese filling in the middle, 3 different types of cheeses, and we think we put shredded up barbecue chicken inside. Smack that together and tear it up, man.
Man, now people are tuning in, they watching you on your live, they seeing everything that's going on. Are people requesting you to come in and do like, hey, me and my girls, we're having a girls' night and we're looking for a chef and we want you to come through and we want to whip this and we want you to whip this up? Have you been getting any of those inquiries?
I have not, not yet, but you want to hit me up, I'm available. Yeah, I mean, no. Now, if you do want to, I'm saying, definitely hit my line. I do catering as well. I've done a couple of caterings already.
Okay.
I requested a few times, so it's not like I said, don't hit me. And this is it's by word of mouth.
Okay,
yeah.
Got you. Now, I had a homeboy who's a chef too. I guess I would say he's a chef, but I don't know if he's a chef or he can cook. But he's from down here in this area. He's up in Louisville right now. But I seen him do that a couple of times when he did the little cooking thing for a group of females or just like a couple when they want somebody to come in and do like the private kind of like dinner. Because we seen that spike up a lot during the COVID time.
Yeah.
Where people weren't really going to restaurants. They were having people come in and do like the private thing and whipping everything up for them. I
mean, that's the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to do that. I wouldn't mind doing it at all. And not just, like I said, for females, bachelor parties, all of that, you feel me? I want to be, and that's why that's why I'm coming out in the light, get out of my comfort zone, because I've seen that. I think I'd enjoy it. And so I wanted to try it out. So I'm all the way down for it.
Cool. Now, one more question before you get off and you start whipping up this meal.
Yes, sir.
What do the ladies think when they come through? The lady friends, they come through and it's time. They like, hey, well, we hungry. Do you do the restaurant, or you say, hey, let me go to the grocery store. What you want to eat? Let me go to the grocery store and pick this up. How does that work? And after you whip that meal up, what were their thoughts?
So in the past, I always blew their panties off. I'm joking. I'm joking. No. Seriously, no, they always loved it. I've always got good responses off of it. And that's my go-to. I go, whatever they like, and I'll try to cook it up for them. I go to the store, come back, probably whip up some ramen noodles or something, but definitely.
Yeah. Make it happen for them. So tonight we are having the Tuscan chicken pasta, right?
Yeah, Tuscan chicken pasta.
Tuscan chicken pasta. So we gonna go ahead and get to that. We're gonna take a quick little break. I know O got some stuff he got to put together. We're gonna swap everything around so he can speak and talk about everything that he's whipping up, and we're just gonna go from there. So y'all tap in real quick. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and y'all already know how this go. If you're looking for a video, if you're looking for anything that you need to get done media wise, make sure that you tap in with FYM. That is Flex Your Mind. That's my man Flo. He's behind the camera. Y'all can tap in. Y'all know where he is at. Follow him on all social media channels. That's Instagram, that's YouTube, that's Facebook. On Facebook, you can find him as Reggie Mitchell. Tap in with him. I don't know if he want me to say his legal name like that, but I don't think he got nothing illegal going on, so I think we good to go. So tap in, and that's what it is. Y'all know we are here, and this is the world's illest podcast.